Now, I want to say it sounds like this woman or one of the women whose voices can be heard was known to police. I don't know if she's been an organizer of anti-lockdown rallies. Not that that matters, but it sounds like there may have been a deliberate provocation there, in which case I still wouldn't hold it against her, but I just want to be transparent about it. However, none of that justifies this.
So, and for some of these situations, we're being asked to call CAS to advise them as well.
Are you kidding me?
I know they're...
Wow, for my kid playing outside? I am.
So it's something that we have been asked to do. So I need to make sure you guys are aware that we've been asked.
We're going to get CAS called because we're taking our kids out to be healthy and fresh air.
So some people have a view.
How is that neglect?
It's called that.
I know it is, but I don't understand how that's neglect. Yeah, go ahead, play, do whatever you would like.
So that's all I have.
Enjoy yourself.
For some of these situations, we are being asked to call CAS to advise them. Now, that is Children's Aid Society. That is the Child Protective Services Division of Ontario. I don't want to get into the myriad issues institutionally and structurally with CAS, but police are saying that they're being advised when children are playing to contact, in some cases, Children's Aid Society, as though a parent who brings their child out of their house is in some way abusing their child. Now, this is based on the hearsay of one specific officer, and in a statement to Toronto.com, the Ministry of Children and Social Services said the ministry has not provided specific guidance to Children's Aid Societies to report parents who are not complying with the current stay-at-home order, although that doesn't mean that Peterborough County OPP, whose officers are depicted in this video, were not given direction in some way to do that. And again, I want to say I think the officers were being fairly reasonable for most of the exchange. They're saying, we're not here for tickets. I didn't like that they were asking for personal information, but they said, listen, we're just here to educate. They have to respond to calls. I get that. And as I've said, I think frontline officers are very much being put in the line of fire by a lot of these directives and forced to enforce legislation and regulations that they don't particularly agree with. But when I hear that there's some directive somewhere in Ontario, and we're not getting a lot of transparency about what it is, that is saying that parents who might violate stay-at-home orders are to be reported to Children's Aid Society, forget about the fact here that police have better things to do, Children's Aid caseworkers have better things to do, and all of a sudden throw this onto them is absolutely ridiculous. But beyond that, if we see around the world that places are reopening, trying to get back to normal, much like we were talking about in the first segment of this program, and in Ontario, we're being told that parents that want to play at a park might, just might, be reported as child abusers, because that's really what's happening. If you're reporting a parent to Children's Aid Society, you're saying that they are being neglectful or abusive to their child. I would say abusive is keeping a kid locked up in a house, not allowed to see their friends, not allowed to go to school, not allowed to play, not even allowed to play with the neighbor kid at a park outdoors without risking being in violation of the rules.